ladies, it's Savenana. I'm here to do a very quick video for Sonya Stepto in response to her birthday challenge. I have my bits done now, probably not finished, but as done as they're going to be because I have to get them in the post tomorrow. So I start off with the pen. This is the pen that I started off with. It's an ink pen. The lid comes off like so, and it writes. So it started life as a grey pen, and then I gave it the Savenana treatment, and I wasn't in particularly shabby chic humour. Not very rarely in shabby chic humour, but anyhow I turned my pen into a maypole because it's summer. So I covered it first of all in a fabric that has roses on it. Then I wrapped around a chiffon ribbon that has hearts on it. I then wrapped around this small little pink, very narrow ribbon, and I put some bling on. So it's got some hearts down the holder and some bling around here. So then I decided to turn it into the maypole. So it's got lots of little bits of ribbon on it, and it's summertime, and I was happy, and I hope that my partner will be happy too. I wouldn't suggest you take this to the bank when you're asking for a loan, but if you're crafting or if you're writing a note to somebody rather than email, it might do the job. You don't have to keep the lid on. The lid still comes off and the pen is still okay to write with, and it does write. I have a piece of paper here. So we have a working pen. So that is my item 1. A maypole for the summer. My second item was a zip, and I really struggled with the zip. I hadn't a clue what to do with it, so eventually I decided to go mixed media with it. So I had a wooden heart which I gessoed and covered with this nice bow bunny paper. Can't remember the series it was from, but it's nice paper. It's got sort of photography on one side, it's got films and cameras on that side, and then like something that sort of looks a bit like a map of the world on the other. So I cut my zip down to the bare minimum and put it on a separate piece of heart-shaped card, and I put these words in it. It's got soar, trust, hope and story. And I left this open so that you can put in, I don't know, bus tickets or cinema tickets or anything that inspires you or that made you happy. And I changed the zip pull for this little dangly, and then I just put some charms on this little piece of chain, the little angel at the end here, and some keys and the little bit of bling. And I finished it off with some ribbon that tones in with the green. So that's a, what is it? It's a hopeful heart. That's what that one is. Like I say, I was very happy when I started doing these things, and I wanted to give my partner a jar of happiness to keep her happy. I don't know the lady at all. I've never spoken to her. I don't know whether she has a sense of humour. I'm sure she has a sense of humour. I don't know whether that carries through into her crafting or not, but if she knows me or gets to know me, she'll know that it carries through into mine. So this is my jar of happiness bubbling out for my new friend, I hope. It started life as a jam jar. You can't see the jam on the end, there's no jammy pattern left on it, but it did start life as a jam jar. And then I put on some texture tape and covered it with silver paper, and then I black acryliced it and rubbed it off and got that faux metal feeling to it. And then I covered more pieces of card, did the same sort of technique on them and stuck them on as hinges, so that what I was hoping was that it would look like the happiness was bursting out and it just couldn't be contained by these riveted steel thingies. So you can put it in the bin, my partner, if that's what you want to do with it. Otherwise, keep it until sad days when, you know, you're feeling blue or your mojo is gone, and then just let your happiness bubble forth. So that's my jar. And the final piece of mayhem, the final thing we were to do was to cover a spool of thread. Now, I didn't have a spool of thread that was large enough to do anything, but I did have an empty spool of ribbon. So I cut that down. The spool was about this height, and I cut out circles with the big shot to make it look like a thread spool. And then I altered it, and what I came up with was a mushroom. But it's not a mushroom pincushion. It's a mini tailor's house, I think. It's an alterations place. So this is the spool on the bottom, and these are actually buttons from a stamp set that I had, and I drew and cut out the door, and these have been glossy accented. This is a vine from another die set that I have that has been glossy accented, and then I put a row of lace around the top in daisies, which are happy flowers to me, and some bling around the bottom with little pink bling. And on the top, if anybody saw my video on Fiona Jennings, the second kit that I got from Fiona, one of the casualties in it was this sort of resin mushroom, and I thought all I had to do was just glue the stalk back onto the top, but that didn't work out. So he made an ideal hat for the spool, and then I stuck buttons around the outside and tied them with different coloured threads so it looks nice and colourful, and I painted the little dots in pink and put some pink bling on top. And at the back I put a little chimney and a little glossy accented butterfly, and his antenna will hold the card that I'm intending to make this evening so that I can post everything off tomorrow. And you can put either a photograph or a reminder or a to-do note or whatever in the little alteration house, and he can be your paperweight, so he can sit on your desk. So those are my items. Sorry, it's a really quick video. Sonya, I know that the challenge is going really, really well, and I'm a little bit mortified and terrified at what I've produced because it's not pretty or gorgeous like all of the other things are, and I'm apologising in advance to my partner. If you hate all of this stuff, just chuck it. I hope you will like some of it, but if you don't, I'm awfully sorry. Let me know, and I'll see if I can come up with something better when we're not under pressure to do it. So those are my 4 pieces: my little mushroom spool, my summer maypole pen, my jar of bubbly happiness, and my inspiration heart. So Sonya, thanks very much for holding the challenge. It was fun. It was also nerve-wracking. And I will be terrified until I see or hear my buddy opening the present, not the present, but the items in the post and see her reaction or hear her reaction. Anyhow, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching and on with the challenge. Talk to you soon. Thanks again. Bye.